Hey! Happy Thursday, y'all!
Well, hello.
Long time no see. How you doing,
Uh,
PJ?
it it's been a little while, hasn't it, man?
Like 2 or 3 weeks now?
It's been, yeah, I think it's been close to 3 weeks at this point. We've had a series of things going on that have kept us off the air on Thursday nights. How you been?
I ain't too shabby. I'm still alive.
Excellent. That's good. We'll take that for Thursday night.
Nice.
We're starting to get some folks trickling in here.
That reminds me today. It kind of trickled today a little bit outside.
It did what today outside?
It rained, sprinkled a little
It rained
bit.
a little bit. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had yesterday. It rained kind of like all day.
Nice. Yeah. I wish we got more because it's drier than a bone around here.
Yeah, which is kind of typical this time of year for you, right?
Yeah, it is. But still, we still wish and pray for rain, right?
Sure. Yeah. Understood.
So you have a good week thus far.
It's been good. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I was on vacation Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So Tuesday I went back to the office and was just catching up on stuff. But it was really good, right? This time of year, people are kind of in and out of vacation, so I didn't come back to a ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it kept it interesting, and I'm feeling in a pretty good spot at this point. Which at the end of basically 3 work days this week, that's a pretty good place to be. And tomorrow's Friday, so yeah, it's been good.
Did,
Been good.
did I hear right? You said it's Friday tomorrow.
It's Friday tomorrow.
That is great news.
Sure is.
It seemed like Monday and Tuesday kind of drag on and on and on and on. Then Friday comes along, and before you know, it's Monday again. It's like, what happened?
Oh, I feel like that about the summer.
It's about over.
We are 2 weeks away from September.
Whoa!
Not even 2 full weeks, like a week and a
What
half away.
happened?
It went in an absolute blink of an eye.
I saw a reel the other day. I don't know. It's talking about the week. How fast it goes through the weekend. But anyways, it was two trains. The
Mm-hmm.
first video was a train, the old fashioned train, real slow.
Yeah. Yep.
Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. It was one of the high speed trains from China. Shoo! It was
Oh,
gone.
the bullet trains.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like
like
that's what happened.
that's about accurate.
Yeah. And Sam's right. People are starting to go back to school in some places.
Yeah,
So,
it's a nightmare around here for driving in the morning. Go to work.
oh
Oh,
yeah, college. The UT is back.
yep. The line, the traffic, it's backing way up. It's worse
Mhm.
this year than last year.
Oh, yep, yep. Wingfest in Buffalo Labor Day weekend. Meet me there.
I would love to, Keith. I would love to. It'd be so cool. I mean, I couldn't compete, but it'd be cool though.
And I think
I've never been to a Wingfest. Have you?
a Wingfest. No,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you what. I think it started when we were in high school. So I grew up in upstate New York,
Mm-hmm.
like 3 hours ish north of where I live here in New Jersey. And I think in high school we started Wednesday nights were wing night, and multiple places in town had specials on Wednesday night for wings. And so we would
Yeah.
go to, one of a couple of places, and we did this for years, vibes.
Right.
So when you started talking about wings, it brings back good memories of spending some time with, the people that I kind of knew back then. And this past weekend, I went back to my hometown and visited my third grade best friend. He and I met in third grade homeroom. And we went through Boy Scouts together, and we went to college for the first 2 years together. So we've known each other at this point for it's getting close to 40 years, basically. and and yeah, we were kind of reliving some of the old memories because it was a good time. It was really nice to spend. He's got two boys, 12 and 10 years old, and his wife. They started dating when we were in high school, so I've known her since we were seniors in high school. So I've known them both a long time, and his parents still live there, so I saw them and his mother-in-law, and so it was just it was a good experience. And when you talked about wings and a wing festival, it made me think about that.
Oops.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
I don't know yet. Hold on.
While you're doing that, I'll just go back and read. Keith KG Aquatics put a chat in, said that he had chemo on Tuesday, so Tuesday and Wednesday were crappy, but he's feeling better now. So, well, Keith, I'm glad you're feeling better. And I got to say that it is nice to see you so actively in the chat again. Don't know if you're going to the Clash, but if you are, I will see you there. I think that's the last time we saw each other was at the Clash last year. Technical difficulties on your end?
Yeah, hold on, y'all. My apologies about this.
We see you and we hear you.
Oh, that's scary.
No, I mean, that is kind of how this goes.
True. But I don't see you.
You don't see me.
No.
Does everybody else see me? Keith says thanks, and he will be at the Clash. He's coming for the wedding. Yep. Good. Keith says he sees both of us. So
Okay.
something clearly on your end is.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see what I can do about that.
Adam McReynolds
Hold
says
on.
he won't be able to make it to the Clash this year like he was planning to.
I'll
Something
be right
came
back,
up.
though.
But there's always next year. Oh yeah, Adam, I'm sorry to hear that. It would have been great to get a chance to meet you. But yeah, next year,
I'm
absolutely.
back.
Are you back? Do
All
you
right.
see?
Hey, yep, I see you. Welcome back.
Beau-
I missed you.
Beautiful.
It was like a voice in my head, and that was kind of creepy.
I think you were the one that was gone. I was here the whole time, pal. I don't know what you're talking about.
So I was a voice in your head, huh?
No, I saw you. I don't know what was happening. You were
Technology.
struggling a little bit.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it does. So that's all right. I was reading Adam McReynolds' comment. He isn't gonna be able to come to the Clash. Something came up, but
Aww.
he said he's planning to come hopefully next year. And I said that was good because it'd be great to get a chance to meet him.
Right. About the Clash.
Yeah.
Don't think Vibes is going unless a miracle happens, y'all.
You have mentioned that. Yeah, you've had some issues with the car that you're waiting to find out how big the bill is, and it's totally understandable.
If the bill is reasonable and I have some money left over, I mean, of course I plan on coming, but I'm not holding my breath. So
yeah, well, we'll see, and we'll hope that goes well, and we'll see you there.
Yeah,
then we'll give everybody a live show.
Nothing else. TJ is going to have to be the vibes at the Clash.
Ooh, I got to bring all the vibes.
Yes, all the vibes.
Oh boy, that's big pressure, man.
Including cottage cheese.
Big what? I don't know about this. So
no,
I'm just gonna hope really hard
that vibes gonna make it.
Yeah, you're there. Yeah. So that's my new thing for the next month and change. I'm gonna just hope really hard.
Otherwise, hey y'all. Otherwise, TJ is gonna be miserable at the Clash. Where it sounds. So blame it all on vibes.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The Clash is a good time. I mean, there's gonna be lots of other cool people there, but if I have to bring all the vibes for both of us, that's a problem.
I mean, the pressure's on though. You know what I mean?
I know, and that's what's got me scared over here.
Yeah. And for those wondering, Mariah's going to join us. She said she'll be at home like in 20 minutes or so, and plan to join us then. So,
Yep.
how much are plane tickets? I found one. It was like 280 round trip.
Oh, to Philly?
Yeah, which is reasonable.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say that didn't sound too terrible.
but when that money that you're gonna buy a ticket with, you might use for a vehicle instead. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to go use that money and then be out, on the street corner begging with my hat, begging for money. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Totally understandable.
Um. So and Mike, New York Austin. I'm trying to share a hotel room with him, and he said
Mm,
it's whatever. So I might, pay him later, after the event if I do go.
sure. Yeah, I mean, you
So
guys are close pals, so.
yeah. Hey, Jody! Hey, I seen Jody like earlier. He said you might fall asleep. Did you fall asleep?
Yeah,
Oh,
still not too bad. We're only like 10 minutes, yeah, 12 minutes
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Hardly
Well,
missed a thing.
I mean, I know we started early today.
And you had technical difficulties for half of it, so it really doesn't even count.
I can never get ahead in life, y'all. Even when I try, I tell you what.
I'm sorry. It's been too
Mm,
long, man. I just couldn't let that one
yeah,
go.
I know. That's awesome, Joey. That you make people's day better every day. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a
Yep, that's
reminder.
cool.
Except, yep. Anyways, you know what? Let me drop down the topic. That way, for
Mhm.
those that didn't read it or catch it, you can start thinking about it. TJ, what brought
Yep.
that to mind? If you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, right. So, I think that this week was another situation where the hobby lost someone that was rather influential. And there is a list of people that we have lost in the hobby that have been influential. Yeah, so Heiko Blair, very famous. He's got, I think, something like a dozen fish named after him. He's got that book in his hand that he wrote. Very famous person in the hobby. And like I said, one of many that we've lost in recent weeks, months, and years. We've lost people from our community here. You've got a shirt on that is for Myrtle Singh,
Yep.
who we also know is a dear member of our community that we lost, a year and a half ago or so.
Hmm.
And yeah, it just sort of started making me think a little bit introspectively around, when it's your time, what are you leaving behind?
Right.
And I felt like it was worthy conversation because of a couple of things. I think the first is you can often feel like it takes people like, a Heiko Blair or, club member here that passed away this year, Dr. Paul Loisel, another very famous
Hmm.
name in the hobby,
Right.
and others. You have to be those people in order to leave a legacy. And I don't think that's true. I think any of us can leave a legacy behind. It's going to be our legacy, right? It's going to be different than other people's, and that's fine. Yeah, Keith says my buddy Patty. Yeah, we lost Patty.
Yep.
Patty's Petite Tanks, right, was
Hmm.
what she went by on YouTube, and yeah, and
Jennifer.
so Jennifer Weaver. I mean, there's too many to name, but
Right.
Bunny Viper recently.
Yes.
So, it's just one of those things that I said, we are all in a situation where we today, by the virtue of being part of this live stream in one way or another, we have the ability to impact our legacy today. Who knows
And
for
we
how
don't want
long, but I just thought it would be an interesting idea. Thought it would be an interesting idea for us to just put our heads together around what are our ways that we can see that people could impact the hobby and leave that legacy behind. And I'll say it like this, in a positive way. We've talked many times on our stream. Other people in the community have talked on their streams about there sometimes are things that are not as positive impacts on the hobby that people will do, be it social
Yeah.
media or other things. We're not talking about that. We're talking about what are ways that you can positively impact the hobby. So that was my inspiration.
To be honest
Mhm.
about it, no matter what we do, we're leaving something behind. Either way,
Mhm.
would you want to leave behind a negative legacy?
Exactly. Right. So that's part of the message is we've got the ability to control that at this juncture. What do we want that to look like? And so we're just hopefully giving some inspiration to everybody, including ourselves,
Yeah.
frankly, right? For things that we can do that are in our control today that can leave it better than we found it. It may not be leave it better that, hundreds or thousands or millions of people know about. It may be you and 3 fish friends that know about, but you've left it better. And in my
Right.
mind, that's a worthy pursuit.
And of course, we don't want to forget Mike. You know,
Hmm.
what was his channel name?
Mm, uh, 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 oh my
Somebody
gosh.
check and remind us.
Why am I blanking?
I had it earlier, but some reason maybe I'm not getting enough.
Oh, Shady Grady.
You got it, Shady Grady. Yes,
Yep.
yes, yes, yes.
Yep. I was getting confused because I used to call him Shady Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not because
Welcome
I
in,
meant because he
everyone.
was shady, just because I thought it was funny, and so did he.
Right.
Um, so yeah, right. So it's for just kind of been thinking as we continue to see folks that leave our community in one way or another.
Right.
Thought it would be interesting to talk about.
Since we've been live now, going on 20 minutes,
Hmm.
and you know what? Yeah, we got the star in the background. Should we bring him up and start the show?
Star in the background. Bring him up.
Her up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Without further ado, you've been waiting for us all 5 years long.
Hey,
What?
y'all.
She's back,
She's back.
and she looks so pretty tonight.
Thank
Yeah.
You got your hair up and straight.
And there's something else that's pretty tonight, too.
Boy,
What's that?
I didn't even see that. Oh, gracious me. We've got so much to discuss.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's been forever.
It has been. How have you been?
Uh,
I know.
I have had quite a bit going on recently, as you guys know.
Yeah. Yep.
Unfortunately, I just lost my stepdad.
Yeah.
And of course, my mom lost her husband of 24 years. It was a pretty rough situation, but we're getting through it as a family well.
Yeah.
And just trying to make sure everything is in order the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, with that being said, My 150 gallon that you guys, I'm sure, are very familiar with, as we've talked about multiple times. There it is over there.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That tank will no longer be an aquarium.
Okay.
I am essentially going to take over the care of my stepdad's ball python.
Mm-hmm.
So that tank is going to become a terrarium for a python.
Guess what? Super cool.
That is awesome.
Super cool. Yep. Well, we are, as you know, we've been in a little
And
bit of
the tank
communication.
behind me, we'll talk
Oh,
about in a little bit. I know
Okay.
TJ's
Ooh.
probably talking about that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get to
Yeah,
it.
right.
We'll get
Yeah.
to it. But I just wanted to say that, we've been in communication a little bit here and there, and we're so sorry for.
Am I frozen?
Nope,
No.
you're good.
Oh,
No,
is
we're good. We hear you.
okay. I think the phone is just acting weird.
Okay.
Because I
Oh.
No,
can
we
see
hear you.
all three of us on the screen, but I can't see TJ on the phone, and I can't hear him. I just see a circle
Oh,
going
that's
around
weird.
me now.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But I can see you up there. So.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Uh-oh. She's still watching you, TJ. You
I
can't get
know.
away.
I can't. I'm not gonna escape. There's no way.
Anyways, y'all.
Yep.
That's funny.
But yeah, we are just so happy to have you back. We're really, sorry for your loss. I know it's a tough situation, and just we're just excited that you're back with us tonight.
I'm gonna try to back out and come back in because I can't actually hear anything. Guys.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And while she's gone, y'all, everyone, I'm gonna bring up the participant list. How about that?
You do that, and then I'm gonna really quickly. Adam McReynolds says he was just talking about Mike today with his boss. Mike was his Secret Santa last year, and his gift has been in his office. And his boss, she asked him about it today. So.
Aww. That's sweet. That's sweet.
Yep.
Live stream participants, y'all. There's 15 in the chat. KGE, Aquascape. Aquascape, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Coon's
Uncle
age?
Joe Fishman?
Was it a coon's age or not quite that long?
Close.
Almost.
You're finally catching on.
I am. I'm trying.
Way, Linda Worth, Stephen P., Chris Junkin, Melissa Maven, Shirley, Cheryl Smith, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, Fish Farm Link, Adam McReynolds, Jody Reed, Bratton, Jeffro, and Sonny G. Welcome in, y'all. Good to see ya.
Sonny just popped in here. Just made it in time. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we got a star back.
Is she back?
And we can't forget the members either.
Oh.
Let me see. Can I share that? No, I'm not going to share that because there's too much information on there. But I will go down to the list and see all the members. How about that?
Go for it.
There's 23 members as of now. The Menace Maven Shirley, Ben Sharp, Mexican Fishkeeper, Dennis Christensen, Elfish Tanks, Nancy B, Jeff Kane, Cheryl Smith, Nada Aquatics, Father Aquatics, MNC Aquatics, Chris Duncan, Jeff Rowe, Bebon Bratton, David Aquatics, Stan, KGE Aquatics, Ghost Gardens, Jody P, HHD, Stephen P, DD Fenden, and HD Canteen. Wow. And HD Canteen has been on for the longest, 20 months. Wow.
Look at that.
Well, hey,
No.
everybody.
That is brotherly love right there. Vibes.
You ain't kidding. I don't know why I did to deserve that.
You just must be a good brother. And I would also like to recognize, I have been thinking about this guy for weeks. MS Aquascaping is back with us tonight. All the way from all the way from Singapore.
Yeah.
It has been a long time.
MS, hope you've been good. If you want to tell us what you've been up to, you're welcome to put something in the chat so we can check it out. Like I said, I've been thinking about you because we used to see you all the time here in our chats, and you've been gone for a good little bit. So
You've been gone almost as
absolutely.
long as I have.
Yeah, he's been gone a long time. He's been gone a
Of course,
long
we
time.
can't get you. You're awesome.
Absolutely. Nope. We
Uh,
always work, new workplace. Okay. Yeah, because it is what? It's Friday morning for him in Singapore already. So that's
Oh, good morning.
I can relate to the work.
you absolutely can.
Yeah. You're on a long leave at the moment.
Okay. Hopefully everything's okay. And yeah, he says Friday now. Yep.
Friday.
Yeah.
So, are you having a cup of coffee?
Coffee, tea. What's your morning
Oh,
drink
yeah.
of choice?
Trying
I'm a
to think.
smoothie guy myself.
Ooh.
I've been making a lot of smoothies lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
I have done for years now. My breakfast is every day is one banana. It is like a serving spoon, like a decent sized serving spoon of non-fat Greek yogurt, and about the same amount of peanut butter, natural peanut butter, no sugar added, and almond or cashew or some sort of non-dairy milk, and that's
I do mine almost the same, but I use full fat Greek yogurt because I mean I don't care, whatever.
sure, yeah.
And then I just use regular old peanut butter because that organic no sugar stuff be expensive as crap at our grocery store. So I just get whatever. And then I also use whole milk in my smoothies. And then I bought these coconut smoothie packs. And it's essentially just frozen coconut, and it's so delicious when you add it in there. That, and I'll alternate between like mango, dragon fruit, blueberries, peaches, all kind of different fruits and stuff. But it's always for sure a banana, milk, some Greek yogurt, and peanut butter.
Yeah. We definitely have our smoothies connected there. Keith KGE says he just ate a grilled Reuben. I can keep my banana.
Nice. Actually, talking about banana, I had a banana split last night. You know, you got your ice cream, your bananas, your chocolate, your caramel, your strawberries, your pineapple. You know.
Yeah, your smoothies are like fully involved with all kinds of stuff, my man. You threw me off with the caramel.
He said a banana split.
A banana split.
Oh, you said a banana split. I was like, wait, what? I was like, that's a lot of stuff in a smoothie. And then you talk about the caramel. I was like,
that
what in the world? You put caramel in your smoothie?
Hey, TJ, you brought up a new idea. Maybe I need to do a banana split
supposed to be
smoothie.
healthy. You don't take something that's supposed to be healthy and directly add caramel to it.
No.
That's like deep frying vegetables.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Like, oh, it's healthy. I'm still eating vegetables.
Right. They taste delicious.
Because you've cooked all of the nutrition out of it and infused it with oil.
Also true, yeah.
I think Mariah just said us Southerners were eating wrong.
No, I'm Southern.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Whew.
I didn't say don't deep fry nothing. I just said you can't deep fry vegetables and call it healthy. Like, I'm still going to eat deep fried okra, but I'm not going to say it's healthy because I'm eating vegetables.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
You kidding me? Think I'm not going to stop? Think I'm going to stop eating fried food? I'm Southern? Crazy.
Nope.
You crazy.
No. Yeah. No, usually on a regular week, I'll have a smoothie for breakfast like twice to every other day. I go with like some kind of berries for the main fruit, yogurt, and either orange juice, pineapple juice, or milk as a liquid. And then I go with spirulina powder.
Ooh, yeah.
So I kind of have to be like my fish, you know.
Yeah, you got to get your algae fix.
Uh-huh.
Oh, are these
What
African
are we looking
clawed
at?
frogs?
They are.
Do tell, Mariah. Do tell.
So, one of my coworkers had purchased a couple of them, three of them from the store a couple months ago. So these guys are about maybe 6 months old total. She had them for about 4 or 5 months. Here's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Another one saying hello. But anyway, she was decided that she was going to take that tank down, and do something else with it later on.
Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't sure yet. So she just, she wanted to find another home for the frogs. And I told her it wouldn't be a problem. I could get Tyler to take them because I know he's got, smaller tanks and
Right.
stuff that's already set up and cycled and everything. So it would be
Yeah.
not a problem. Well, Tyler is actually also in the process of trying to downsize some of his tanks.
No.
What?
He's still going to have fish, still going to keep fish, but he's just trying to downsize and consolidate a little bit so it's not so many tanks.
Okay, got it.
So he kept them for me overnight until I was able to, kind of think on it a little bit more and figure out how I was going to do it. Because I didn't like the idea of putting those 3 frogs in that little bitty 2.5 gallon tank that's over there in the windowsill that y'all see above me.
Right.
Yep.
Didn't like the idea of it. The only thing I've had in there is like plants and snails. Not okay. But since Tyler is consolidating, he actually happened to have this spare 10-gallon tank. And I actually just recently gave him a couple of lights and a lid for a 10-gallon tank a couple weeks ago. And so he didn't even clean the tank out. It still had all of the substrate that was still very, very bioactive in there. Everything was still wet and saturated, so it was good to still have bacteria. I filled it up with some RO water from his filter that he had. A little dash of Prime in there just for good measure.
Right.
And filled it up and put them in.
Wow. Pretty cool. That's just a regular 10?
Yep, that's a regular old 10-gallon tank.
Does it look longer to you? Oh, no, maybe not when you do it like that. When it was sitting the other way, it looked like it was longer.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was
did.
like from this angle.
It looks normal from that angle, but when you had the phone resting on whatever it was resting on in front of you, it looked like it was longer. I thought it was like one of those like bookshelf
Yes.
10 or 12 gallon or whatever they are.
Just
a regular 10. Cool.
But I guess what the location is, it makes it look, I like it.
It made it look much longer. Yeah.
I thought it was some kind of highfalutin tent setup.
Oh no, she's been here like 10 minutes and already we're going down bad paths.
Yeah, no, hey y'all, we can't do that.
I didn't say nothing.
You thought it, and that was enough.
Yes. Do we need to start over?
Oh my god. Oh god.
You thought it, and that was enough. Right.
I agree, Stan. Okra is the most no.
Oh no, you lying. Okra is good.
Nope. I got it wrong.
For you.
I don't love okra.
Prepare it correctly.
Don't love it. I've had it. I'll eat it, but
now I will say, to be fair, I understand what you mean. Like with stewed okra, the texture can be very. You have to have a very acquired taste for the texture of like stewed okra.
Yep.
But I think baked or fried, it's still really good. Also, if you prepare it correctly before you stew it and like wash it really well, and do certain things to it, there's usually you don't have that like weird slime coat to it.
Right.
Okay.
But have you tried it fresh or dried?
Not fresh, no, actually.
It's really good. You can eat it by itself, or you can make it a little wet and put some salt on it, or seasoning or whatever. Ah. Ah. Now the dried version,
That over there.
it's all right.
The dry, you said, is it like? Because I would imagine if it's dried, it would be like a chalky texture. Is it more chalky, or is it like a snappy, or is it like crisp, or what's the texture like?
It makes me think of the regular chips would be.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
and of course it depends on how if whoever dries it, if they season it, beforehand or whatever.
They better be seasoning the food. For me, what you
I mean,
mean?
I've had ones that were dried that weren't seasoned. They're just plain.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I dropped y'all.
uh-oh.
That hurt.
I got you. It's okay. I caught you.
Now I need a Band-Aid or two.
Well, I can't help you with that. My first aid kit empty.
Uh-oh. I'm screwed, y'all.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Shoot, you think you screwed? I'm the one that's got the first aid kit with nothing in it.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I can't agree on that, teacher.
Yep. She one-upped us there big time.
Mhm.
I mean, I wasn't
Fried
trying.
mushroom.
Mushrooms are nasty. Oh my god, y'all keep falling.
Hey, KG, quit mentioning bad stuff because Mariah's phone goes haywire when you're
It
being bad stuff.
does. It really does. I'm trying to control it. I don't know what's happening. This is not even my phone. I'm using Cameron's iPhone at the moment because my screen is broke again because I got mad yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Listen, work was blowing me up, okay, and they woke me up out of my sleep and really made me mad. So I threw my phone under my bed and it smacked right into my bed frame and cracked the screen.
Oh boy.
Hey, listen. It really made me mad.
Well, we appreciate Cam, our buddy, for hooking you up with a phone to use in this time of need.
Mm-hmm. So
Well, it still works, but it's just where it's cracked like directly across. I don't think y'all can see it, like across the camera. So it's
right.
you would have just saw like this.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we
Fair enough.
once again we appreciate our buddy Cam for stepping
Yep.
in and saving us all from
Of course.
that business.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready to hit the topic now?
I think we are. We are.
Definitely.
Everybody now just watched us for the last close to 20 minutes. Just do a little catch up. Thank you
Yeah.
for all enduring that because it's been a
sure.
while, guys. It's been a
Oh,
while, and
oops,
three of us are now back together.
I forgot. No,
What's that?
I didn't forget, but I forgot to mention it. Update time about the baby.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
The other week I asked for prayer requests for my sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the baby was born last Thursday. Of course, he's in the incubator. He's like 2 pounds. The doctor said he's doing good. So great news.
Yep.
Oh my
And,
God! Well, happy belated birthday to the little baby.
yeah, and your sister-in-law, she's doing great. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I love birthdays, y'all.
This is wonderful.
Mhm.
Especially the first ones.
Right.
First ever birthday. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
Welcome to the world, little one.
Yeah. Especially
Get
since there were some challenges along the way, but it's
Yes.
great that everything worked out.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it, y'all.
Oh darn.
Let's go to the topic. Before we get way off the subject.
All right, let's get into it. I gotta go out and come back again because y'all are both kind of like choppy for me. I'll be right
All
back.
right.
2 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, as we talked about
first
before,
thing-
Mariah.
What is a legacy?
Yeah. I mean, I think totally not dictionary definition in my own.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's what's the mark you leave when you leave behind. Kind of another way that I kind of think about it is kind of like what's the dent you leave in the world, right? And what's the stuff that you've done that had an impact somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
maybe has a lasting impact, right? On people, or it could be on all sorts of different things. History could be an impact on an industry or a particular type of thing that you're engaged in, work or hobby or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and I think it's just the idea that we currently have the ability to impact the one that we leave behind as people that
Yes.
are here today, join to join to watch or take part in this live stream. We've got the ability to do something. Keith says he's got 2 boys. That's my legacy. Yep.
That's good.
And
That's good.
guess what? They are both really nice young men.
So, have they been to the Clash?
Jake for sure has. I don't remember if his other son has been there or not, but Jake for sure came 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Yep. Keith says, yeah, Jake has. Yep.
Nice. Hey, since Keith is here,
Mhm.
have you influenced your boys to be in the hobby as well?
Yeah, that's part of it, right, Vibes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's part of it. My first one that I put on my list:
Mm-hmm.
share knowledge and experiences,
Yeah.
and that kind of includes documenting it and sharing your fish keeping journey, including your successes, your challenges, your failures, lessons you learned. You could do it like you could do content about it, like Vibes is doing. Vibes, stop it. Like online, you could do YouTube, TikTok, etc.
You can even do it just talking with your fish friends. Right? That kind of goes back to the comment that I made earlier to say you may leave a legacy and have an impact that maybe hundreds of people won't know, maybe thousands or hundreds of thousands of people won't know, but maybe there's a small group of your friends that do know, and that still is a worthy pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's I had that on my list as well. It's finding any opportunity that you can to share from your experience. And we talk about here, the only thing that we're really experts in is our own experiences, right? We
Yeah.
don't claim to be experts in anything specifically, right? That we talk about, except for the things that we've experienced in our own hobby, in our own fish rooms, things that we've seen, things that we've, potentially had the experience of learning from somebody else, right? So I think it's important to take all of those things and to pass them on to others, right? That's the way that we can magnify, because if you learn something if you teach me something, Vibes, and I take it and I teach somebody else the same thing, I've now magnified the impact that you've had
Mm-hmm.
by some multiple of what you had done, because you told one person, I told one person, they told, right? So
Right.
I think it's okay to think about it in those kinds of terms. You don't have to, it's great that people get up and speak at these fish events, right? We learn a ton
Right.
from them, but that doesn't have to be the scale in which for you to make a difference. It can be smaller than that and still have an impact on somebody or some group of somebodies.
Mm-hmm. We got some more people in the chat.
Yep.
Jesse, Sonic Aquatics, Don
Yep.
Pittman, Ben
Yep.
Sharp,
Yep.
and Big Cat.
Yep. Welcome in, everybody. It's great to have you. Keith says that his boys aren't really interested in fish keeping, but you never know. He was exposed to the hobby by his mom and dad.
Yeah.
So in that case, his mom and dad left him the hobby. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure many other things, right? But they left him the hobby as an experience that they shared with him. And, he shares that out with countless other people, right? All you have to do is spend a
Mm-hmm.
little time talking with Keith at, a swap or something like that. And he's very willing to share his experience, what he's done, things he's learned as a vendor,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I look at that as that's all part of what he's built as far as his own community and his own ways of sharing out the things that he's done in the hobby.
So you made a good point there. Actually, Keith did about he was exposed to the hobby by his mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Now I was exposed to it by my uncles.
Mm-hmm.
Now my one uncle, I don't remember. I was only 3 months old when he passed. But my
Mm-hmm.
other uncle, actually, I wonder if he's still in the hobby. I have not talked to him recently, so I can't affirm that. But he was in the hobby for many, many years. I mean, he'll always have like two or three aquariums set up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most of his fish were goldfish, the fancy ones.
Yep. And
Yeah.
now, what's one thing that when you think about him, what's one thing that you remember that he taught you about the hobby?
You need a pleco to get the algae out. I mean, we're talking about the common pleco.
Oh wow.
Oh gosh,
Yeah. Times have changed, y'all.
times
Okay.
have definitely changed.
But, I
But
mean, he passed on what he knew. I mean,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And now you just took that same information that he taught you and you added your experience to it, and you just said that to who knows how many people that will watch this stream between
Right.
now and the time that YouTube becomes not a platform that exists anymore
True.
in years and years and years down the road. So you just multiplied and
Mm-hmm.
corrected, right?
Right.
Which is an amazing segue. I don't want to necessarily jump off this one, but I do want to link it to another one that I had on my list, which is allow for healthy debate.
Yes. Yes. That should be common in our hobby.
Mhm.
And it should actually be encouraged, y'all. We need to have healthy debates because how else are we going to figure stuff out?
Mhm.
Yep. And
If,
it makes me think of that based on what you just said, right?
Mhm.
Because your uncle taught you put a common pleco in an aquarium and they'll take care of algae. And we know that they're not really the greatest of the algae eaters,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
uh,
And they're also very difficult to keep in all but the largest of aquariums.
right.
So
But,
what? But he didn't back then. That wasn't the reality, right?
right.
People didn't know it that way.
Mm-mm. And,
So
of course,
funny that
go
you
ahead.
brought that up. Sorry, Vibes. Go ahead.
And, of course, back then, the gravel was the colored gravel, either the blue or the pink gravel. That was normal.
Yep.
And
Rainbow.
even the airline was different colors. It was,
Mhm.
in my opinion, ugly, but so be it. But Mr. Pleco, there's other alternatives, y'all. You can go to Bisonose Pleco, you can go shrimp, snails, etc. If you really want to go that route, but the algae cleanup per se.
Right. That was what I was kind of gonna bring up. Is that it was funny that you brought up healthy debating, because I actually have to pretty much do this on a regular basis with my job.
Mm-hmm.
And people will come in all the time and be like, "Hey, let me get a pleco. I want a pleco. I read online that they can do algae." I'm like, "Okay," but obviously, I'm not just gonna sell someone a common pleco without asking questions first.
Mm-hmm.
What size tank do you have? What other kind of fish do you have in it? What's your lighting situation like? Where is your tank placed in your home? All these different things, because they are different variables that are going to contribute to my next answer or response.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are always trying to figure out how to get rid of the algae, control the algae. And that makes me ask them, all right, you should be trying to figure out what is causing so much algae. as opposed to trying to just get rid of it. Because you may be fighting a losing battle if you have your tank right next to a window where it's getting direct sunlight all day.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're leaving your lights on 24/7, or even for 12, 15 hours a day.
Exactly.
Or
That's right.
if you just don't want to clean your tank. You guys would be shocked at how many people out there come in and ask me, what kind of fish can I put in the tank to keep it clean? Or what
I'm
can
not
I put in
shocked by that.
what can I put in the tank to keep it clean?
Yep.
And my response is always your hands.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good
Or-
answer.
Your hands.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want to get my hands in there. I don't want to touch it. Well, then you shouldn't have a fish tank. I'm sorry.
What you think, Vibes?
Actually, I was going to say the opposite. Your hand is almost the dirtiest thing you put in your tank.
Well, I just mean your hands as far as you
I
have
know.
to physically do the maintenance.
Yes.
You have to wipe the glass down. You have to do water changes. Yes, I understand your hands are dirty. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But, as long as you clean your hands thoroughly.
Yeah.
And, as long as you're not handling a bucket of bleach directly before you just dip your hands into the tank, it's fine.
Right. I agree.
Because especially depending on the size of the tank, the dilution factor of the water in the tank is not really going to make that big of a difference from whatever substance is on your hands, depending on what it is. But that was basically what I was getting at, is when I said your hands, it's just essentially supposed to mean the physicality of the maintenance. Like, there's nothing that's going to clean the tank for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the ocean. It's not a river or a lake. It doesn't have access to weather systems and ecosystem changes. You have to make that happen.
Right. Unless you can figure out how to balance your aquarium. Because a balanced aquarium, technically, you won't have to clean. Maybe a water change here and there. That's about it. A balanced system.
Yeah. And
The reason the allergies there because it's not balanced, y'all.
right. And yeah, and that's a foreign concept, right, to a lot of people, because until you really get involved in the hobby and you really understand some of those concepts, right? So that's where, the debate comes in, because you are going to find people who are going to have a different experience than you have, and they're going to believe their way is the right way. You're going to believe yours is the right way. You theoretically both could be right.
Right.
But to not engage in the healthy debate benefits nobody.
True.
If you engage in the healthy debate, you provide your experience. You've got the ability to impact that person, other people that are witnessing the debate, right? There is a very healthy way to go about that, and I think it's another one of the ways that I really looked at it. I think it's important that we use that opportunity to give our experience-based opinions on things.
And while we're doing it, here's a quick tip: come with an open mind, because your opponent might be bringing something new you never heard of, or a new idea that might help you out.
Yep. Yeah, come with the legitimate intention of listening as much as you speak, at least, right? And Keith says Dawn dish soap, and Adam says I'm not supposed to clean out the tank with bleach water.
For the love of God, do not do that.
I mean,
Adam knows.
If you're trying to kill all the bacteria in the tank, yeah. If that's your goal.
Yep, but do you remember?
There are so many people that have no idea how water changes work. You guys would be shocked. There are people that think water change means to clean out everything.
Oh, yeah.
Customers that will come and buy an entire community of fish. Beautiful setup community. Take them home, put them in the tank. And when they do their cleaning, they will remove the fish, remove all of the water, all of the ornaments, all of the gravel, everything. Scrub it all clean. put it all back in the tank, change the filters to brand new filters, and then come back and get mad at me and tell me that I killed all of their fish.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys remember? So I vividly remember routinely my mother. So when I was 7 years old, call it,
Mm-hmm.
we had the poor little goldfish in the 1 gallon bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Routinely, she would catch the goldfish, put them in a separate container with some water from the tank,
Mm-hmm.
and she would go to town cleaning out that entire bowl like it was like a dish.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a routine occurrence in our house.
And it's so
And
wild. It's
it
so
is,
wild
and
that people still do it.
we are
I know.
lucky that the goldfish made it as long as it did, but it certainly didn't live its full.
I was gonna ask, how long did it last?
We had several, let's say that, like
Gotcha.
over time. Um, maybe a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
But
it's,
that was,
I tell people that example all the time as well when they, come to get the little comet goldfish and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna put it in like a little vase or something. I'm like, no, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I actually drew out on a chalkboard poster the real scale size of how large a common comet goldfish can grow to. And which, granted, I know they can get bigger than this, but I put the maximum at 16 inches and I drew out a real size 16-inch goldfish on that poster and put it on the wall. So that way, whenever
Yep.
people say that, I can say, nope, that's how big those get. And they can also live to be 40 to 60 years old.
Yeah.
And they're
yeah.
like, what? Oh my God, wow. And it just takes a little bit of information for people to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because people have no idea. Everyone thinks a goldfish is a beginner fish because of things like that, Like
Right.
when they were a kid, it was a bowl and a goldfish and no big deal, right? Even our media, excuse me, has conditioned us to believe that that's okay. Think about all the TV shows, the movies, the cartoons you've ever seen in your life. What do you always see in the background?
Yeah.
Goldfish in a bowl.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Except Finding Nemo, of course. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
It's called a goldfish bowl
Exactly.
or a fish bowl.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So you could see how people get there.
Right. And that's
But-
why when someone asks me about a TV show that I would recommend or encourage would be Tanked. Always out there. Even though Tanked, has his ways. So well, you're probably watching me. Anyway, actually, he's probably not. He's probably having dinner or something.
Yeah.
If he is,
I don't
he's
know.
gonna say vibes. You don't have to do that now.
Yeah, you're gonna hear about it.
I hope not.
I would
Anyways,
say the work that they did was amazing, but I would also say that a lot of the production stuff that they did was a little bit less than savory in my opinion. But
yeah. But for the media
Still a great
wise
show.
TV, it was good.
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely. Still hilarious, great show, and they did really, really awesome work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the tanks were beautiful that they put
Yeah.
together.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
Will, I still consider you as a great friend. By the way, just letting you know.
Nice save, vibes. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, just in case he's watching this,
Yeah,
'Cause, I
he
mean,
probably
I
is.
know he does. But hey, Seville Steve, welcome in.
Welcome, Steve.
Mountain Greenery, welcome in. And 3G and Big Steve. Wow, can't keep up everyone coming in.
No, this is great. We appreciate everybody being here.
Okay, what else is on your list, TJ?
Take on a new or lesser explored project.
Ooh, you're hitting my number 2 on my
Am
list. Go ahead.
And I said it could be a lot of things, but the kind of the things that I wrote down were it could be a conservation project, it could be some sort of an educational project, it could be an innovation of a process or a particular product, right? We've seen people even in our own YouTube community who have created products, right? They've taken a concept and they've made it better. One thing I think about is, and I hate to name names, but I want to illustrate the point, and don't take it that if you are here listening to us either now or in the replay that I'm downplaying anything that you've done, because I'm not. I'm just simply saying, like Lowell's Breeder Lab. He's taken to doing 3D printing for things like a fry raising system, right? So he's taken a concept that exists out there in the market, and he's decided that there were some things he didn't think that they were optimized, and he's done his own. So I think that's a perfect opportunity for all of us. We use lots of different pieces of equipment on a regular basis for the hobby, and I think it's well worth the effort to, if you have the skill and the inclination, to get involved in something that maybe not a lot of other people have thought of. Maybe you like conservation and you decide to pick up a species of fish that needs conservation, but maybe it's not one of the common ones, right? I think we hear a lot about Goodeids and some of the other fish that are out there. Maybe there's one that's on the CARES list that doesn't get the love. Jump in there, right? If you can get your hands on it and you can start to raise them, that's a way for you to make a big difference, right? If you think about the Goodeiid that they ended up releasing back into the waterway in Mexico.
Yes.
There probably was a bunch of people that didn't ever think that was going to be a reality, right?
Which is really cool.
Right? Super cool. And they worked with a university and scientists and the government to set that up. And it probably started with them just thinking that the fish were really cool. Let's see what we could do with it. And it became that. So I just encourage everybody, if you're so inclined, to find those ways that you can get involved in something that maybe just isn't getting the attention, because there's so many different species, there's so many different causes. It's almost impossible for us to impact them all, right? So,
and if there's a species that you know of and get your hand on, go ahead and breed them out, because you're preserving that species for the next generation.
Yep. And then follow our other advice and share about it.
Actually, that's a good point. Always come back to that. No matter what you do, always come back and share it out.
Yep. Don't do it in a vacuum.
Because the hobby needs to have that diversity. Otherwise, the future generations might come down to all they have is goldfish and bettas.
Right. I mean, the hobby grew in size because people were curious.
Right.
People wanted to go and explore, and they wanted to kind of see what else was out there.
So what would recommend? And Sam says, "Wait, that looks like Mariah." It is Sam.
Mariah. Sam.
Hello.
British?
No,
that's what I was wondering.
Hello.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were picking up a British accent there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can if that's what you like.
Whoa.
She actually did a really good job, y'all.
She did? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. That's impressive.
I think I can hack it well.
You do. Sam notices your hair too.
It's just a ponytail, y'all.
I'll tell you what. You somehow you do the tiniest little things with your hair, and you just wow all of us, because
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
MS says he got sponsored earlier this year by a local aquarium distributor and did an aquascape on his channel. They're happy with it and just sent a new batch of products for my next aquascape. Pretty excited. Yeah,
That's
right.
so cool, bro.
So that's what
you're
you're
making
doing.
a legacy.
Yeah, you're sharing it out, man, right?
Mhm.
And you're partnering with a vendor, and I think that's another example. Oh my, look at that.
I figured.
Yeah.
Is that more like it?
What?
Is that more like myself, my normal self?
Well, but your normal self changes all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I'm normal. That's fair.
I can't do that. I can't pull it off that easily.
Well, no, I mean, there's only so many ways to wear your hat backwards.
Right. Exactly. One way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Golly.
Hold up. That looks like Mariah also.
It was.
It was. We promise you.
But
what else you guys got on your minds for this one?
I do want to shout out a little more about that sponsoring thing.
Please do.
If you have that availability in your hands,
mm-hmm.
take it and run with it.
Yep.
And I mean, because not only you're sharing it out, but your sponsor is also sharing it out.
Yep.
So, this is an encouragement. Okay.
I think that's correct.
And when you mentioned that I thought you would come into the breeding rare or endangered species. It was my first thought when you mentioned.
It's part of that too. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Yeah. And I don't want to make it about, just things that I'm doing in the hobby, right? But I think if I think of the white clouds, right, that is something that
Right.
they're not a species that's very common. And they are something that's near and dear to my heart, and so I've been working really hard the last couple of years to try and continue to figure out how to make more of the fry survive. And it still is a bit of a challenge, but I'm going to get some of them over to Curtis, right, at the Clash. He's coming there, and so I've got some from last year's babies that I'm going to give to him because I'm trying to multiply the efforts. And so doing something like that, finding something that is of interest, right? It's a white cloud, right? It's a species that was a long time considered the poor man's neon tetra, right? And so a lot of people aren't that necessarily interested in in working with them, but I just think they're the neatest thing, right? So they came to me through one of the people that sort of inspired this topic, Dr. Paul Loisel from the local fish club. He had them, brought them to the fish club, and I won them in the auction. And it started what's been like a 3-year thing for me. And so I encourage everybody to just find that thing that you're passionate about and do what you can to pursue it and help other people understand what you're doing and how they can do the same thing too, right? Because I think that's the other thing is it's easy to think that it's too challenging or I'm not capable, and none of those things are really true. We've all got the ability to take on new things.
But if it's too challenging, that means come on, it's a challenge. Do it.
I'm with you, right? I think I look at all the hobbies that I've got in the world, and they're all come with some sort of challenge. To do them well takes effort.
And like the hobby of getting out of bed in the morning. That's a challenge.
It is a challenge sometimes, yeah.
I tell you what, that cup of coffee definitely helps the challenge.
Yeah, that's what gets you going.
A requirement than a hobby.
That's true.
I mean, some people do it as a hobby. I mean, come on.
And then David's Aquatics just joined us. David, good to see you. And Swiffle says, I got 13 black rams 2 weeks ago and a pair spawned last night. That's great news.
Sweet.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, speaking of pairs, I lost my female convict, you guys.
No.
Yeah. So it's just boys in the tank now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I will say with her being no longer in the tank, they're a lot calmer.
It's a little more peaceful.
That's normal.
So
I'm
that's
considering potentially bringing home a Pictus catfish tomorrow.
Ooh.
oh my. Cool.
I haven't decided yet. I'm still
Cool.
I
Cool.
like it.
Hi Cam.
Hey, Cam.
I think he
thinking.
waved.
Oh, y'all can see him in the kitchen. He said hello.
Nice. It's good to see him. All right.
Yes, it is.
Another item on my list is
Yep.
to promote responsible and sustainable fish keeping.
For sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good practices on not just in a tank raised fish, but also collecting in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Do it in a way that you're not hurting the environment.
Yeah. Also, stop dumping your unwanted fish in the waterways.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If there's anybody out there that listens to this now or in the future, please,
Please.
please don't ever, ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
You may think that they aren't going to survive, but, you know, nature has a way,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? There is, survival is an awful big motivator.
It is.
For sure.
And it may happen and you may create an issue. And not only is it an issue in the waterway that you put it in there, but it also gives us as a hobby a bad name. And Keith's right, it's also plants, it's snails,
Yeah.
it's shrimp, it's
Anything.
Everything.
anything living that has the ability to go into your local ecosystem where it didn't come from. It can have an impact. So I beg you, please, if you come here and you listen to us and you trust anything we say, please trust this, that is not the way to go.
No.
Find a different way to deal with that situation, because the damage you create, right? We've all heard of the common plecos that are down in
Yep.
Florida. They're attacking vegetation.
Mhm.
They're sucking on they're sucking onto manatees. They're doing damage in the area, and that started with one,
Yes.
right? Or okay, like maybe it was one person and they dumped a couple or a number
Right.
of them, but it started with one instance of fish being introduced, and now look at it, right? So
Mhm.
please don't be the next version of that situation.
Amen.
Any of y'all
I-
that live in the South are I'm sure, very familiar with the plant kudzu.
Mm-hmm. I don't live in the
That
South, but I know of it.
kudzu did not originate here. It was brought over here from Japan. And if there's any indicator of an invasive species that will absolutely take over everything in sight and really devastate the natural ecosystem that's already there, kudzu is the perfect example, guys.
Mhm.
And there's lots more just like it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, be responsible.
Right.
Be responsible. We have a duty to take care of our natural resources and our environment that's out there.
Mhm.
And
We only got one planet.
We only got one planet, exactly, right? So, we have to be responsible, because also if we can't be responsible, governments are going to step in and they're going to
Yep.
crack down in different ways, and
Yeah.
those will always have unintended consequences.
Mhm.
So let us police ourselves instead of making other people do it for us.
Mm.
Right. And talking about invasive stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you do go collecting, etc., make sure you're not doing it illegally. Just because you have a fishing license, etc., does not mean it's okay to go ahead and go collecting. Know your local laws and regulations. Because, for instance, here in Texas, there's some plants here in Texas you cannot be caught carrying anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one plant right there.
Water hyacinth, yeah.
Yeah. If you're destroying it and they catch you in action, you can get fined.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Basically,
I
you
see
see
a
it.
lot of people that do it here, especially in Florida. Like TJ was saying earlier, they'll go and fish for plecos and remove them from the waterways, and cops give them a hard time all the time.
Yep. And I'm assuming there's probably ways you can go about it the right way. If there is, do it. Now, here in Texas, the plecos, people actually go hunting them regularly with the bow.
Oh, yeah. Like they go bow fishing.
Yeah.
Really quick, y'all, I have a follow-up question to Swiffle's question.
Yep.
Have you introduced anything new into your tank? Anything new whatsoever is my question.
That's a good question. And Jorge Mexicali joined us.
Hey, Jorge, welcome in.
Good
How
to see
you
you,
doing?
man.
My
Thanks for being here.
Ahoy, mate. Okay. Moving on, eh?
Yep. So connected with what you just said, right? Vibes, you
Mhm.
talked a little bit about, using opportunities that you've got, with sponsors,
Mm-hmm.
providing feedback to vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Especially.
Right? If you've got a partnership, even if you don't have a partnership, take the opportunity to provide feedback. What works, what doesn't work.
Mhm.
You've got the ability to try and be one of a number of voices that hopefully can change things for the better.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something that isn't working, be it how they run their business or the products that they sell, be vocal about it. Because if nobody says anything, if I run a business and nobody gives me any feedback, I'm going to think everything's going just perfect.
Right.
I'm making money. People are buying my stuff. Nobody's saying anything. Things great. I'm not going to change anything. And then we all come on forums like this and we complain about certain products, right?
Right.
You've got the ability to do something, right? Keith says, I've dropped products before because of negative feedback. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Keith has a number of partnerships with different vendors, and he carries a lot of different products. Keith, I believe you're still active with the website. So go to kgeaquatics.com. He's a member of the community, and he has all sorts of different products that he sells. But he's illustrating exactly what I'm talking about, right? Is he's had negative feedback come back from his customers, which are a lot of the people here in the community,
right?
And and he's gone and given that feedback back, and he's in this case dropped products because the feedback was so negative, right? And so use your voice, whether you're a vendor to the community like Keith is, or you're just a customer, because I think that's one way that you can really make a difference. And he said yes, so he's active, still selling, but he's stocking less at the moment. Yeah, that makes total sense. But if you need various kinds of aquarium products, go check his website out, and see if there's something there that you need. And lots of people, like I said, have bought from him here in the community.
Could someone in the chat, a moderator, drop his link to his website? That'd be awesome. You made a good point about not just here in the community, but also like the stores you go shopping regularly.
Yep.
Your mom and pop shops, even your big box stores. If you have availability, go ahead and give it feedback. Let's get it back.
Yeah. It takes very little time. Maybe they'll pay attention to it, maybe they won't, but you can't control that part. You can only control what you do, right? And so, take the opportunity to give them the feedback in
Mhm.
hopes that, maybe if you do it 5 times, maybe 2 out of 5 will do something with it, but that's 2 situations that you made better because you
Right.
gave some feedback.
But do it in a positive way.
Mhm.
Yes, you don't
Don't.
gain
Yeah.
anything. In my mind, you gain very little in life by ranting and raving at anybody.
Right. A negative, positive feedback's bad. Negative one's bad. A positive, negative is good. And a
Mhm.
positive is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
and
be
that
thoughtful
can go to
about,
any. Yeah.
right?
Thanks, Saul.
So I've actually had experience with that actually about 3 or 4 times within the past 6 months, um, where customers have come in and given exactly that, given feedback about a product or something that they've used that they purchased, and after a point, if it becomes when it's a pattern with a lot of things, we contact the manufacturer or have them contact the manufacturer and let them know what the issue is.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while, but eventually those issues were fixed. Obviously, they're not going to be fixed immediately at store level because there's a lot of different chains that things need to go through for
Right.
that to happen. However, like I said, over the next couple of weeks and over the next couple of months, that product or those products started coming in the way they were supposed to and weren't giving people problems.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So it does work.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
Dave. Hey,
Yeah.
GD. Skull, welcome in.
Oh, I love your profile photo or
Who's
channel
this?
photo. God, my age is showing.
Who are you talking about?
Trouble connecting. What do you mean trouble connecting?
Oh yeah, wasn't there a show judging live stream tonight?
There was a webinar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a webinar on for people wanting to learn how to be a show judge. Yeah.
Is there a possibility of a replay? Or no?
Oh, I don't know. I did get an email from Scotty, or I saw it posted somewhere. Go ahead and judge away, Chris. We're ready.
Yes, please.
Sophia Steve says sometimes I will also offer suggestions as to how I think something may be improved or
Judge
additions.
me.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it just ended.
Oh, there's another one on September the 18th.
But the problem with that's a Thursday night live stream, y'all.
Oh no! So we're gonna miss it.
Yep. I saw both of them.
And
And
she said that they recorded it.
oh, okay. So how could we? Where did we go to find it?
Good question. Someone will tell us.
Yes, if someone in the chat knows where to find it or put a link to it, etc., that'd be really cool.
Yep. Yeah, we can
Hey,
put it in there.
310, welcome in.
Yeah. Chris Junkin says, you are a perfect 100. Thank you.
And who
Thank
paid
you.
you? Chris, who paid you?
Well, he's talking about me, so
I know. That's what I'm saying. TJ, how much did it cost?
I don't know. I'll probably get an invoice in the mail. I haven't seen it yet.
Chris, judge. What's mine? Come on. What's I need to know. I need to know my ranking.
200, Mariah. Double mine.
Oh. I'm very judgmental. I don't want to take it out on poor fish.
Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just gonna eat my Popeyes biscuit and I'll be done eating.
I see that. 98. Okay, that's still a solid score, Vibes. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
went
saw
right on the deduction there.
Yeah, he did. He could really throw me out and play it out of the competition.
Yep. Yep.
Cottage cheese deduction is crazy.
Yep.
You right?
It's like the deductions for like gymnastics in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There's like a category that says affinity for cottage cheese, and there's a little checkbox.
Yep. Careful. Kind of like the rodeo. When you break out before the rope drops, you get deducted, or totally blue. I'm done.
Just like that. Just like
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god, that's too
I
funny.
like it. That might be a new thing.
Could be. Stephen P joined us again, so he's back from also the judging webinar, and he
Hi,
gifted
Stephen.
5 Vibes Aquatics memberships.
So he's judging us tonight. Steven, what did we rate?
And thank you for the memberships.
Yeah, thank you, Steven. He's gifting 5 memberships. And that goes to Boots and Cats, Just One More Fish, All Things Nature and Hawaii with Steve. Hey, Steve, if you're watching the future, welcome back. Lumi? Hey, Lumi, I haven't seen you in a while. Pepsi Creek Aquatics?
Whoa.
Welcome in, y'all.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know all these people, y'all, that are gifted. That's so cool. It's not always that way.
No, that's true.
Thanks,
Good.
Steven. You're awesome.
Uh-huh. Steven says he's with Chris. The cottage cheese deduction has to be severe. Yeah. I don't know if 2 points was quite enough, but you know, I think it's definitely got to be up there.
Yeah, but see, everything else that Vibes is, I mean, that 2-point deduction doesn't affect it. It actually improves the quality.
Oh gracious. Okay, you're awful high on yourself tonight, huh, pal?
Well, I am.
It's good. That's good.
Hey.
All right to have good opinion.
It's the drink. It's a sweet tea.
The sweet teas that got you pumped up tonight.
Yeah, that sugar. Hey, and I'm sober, y'all. So
Yep. So we're getting the real deal vibes tonight.
right, something you normally don't get, hey?
Oh god, he disappeared.
Who disappeared now?
I
Vibes?
can't see him on my screen. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
I can't see or hear him.
Perfect.
I can still see you over there though.
Uh-oh.
Hey, get back.
Nope. All right. Steven says, "Oh wait, I misread that. He thought it was a 98-point deduction.
Oh,
Chris
God.
was too nice."
Dang, I guess I got a 0. I didn't get no rating.
I told you you're a 200.
200, maybe 200 years old.
No. Get out of here. What else
See,
you got there?
That's why I had TJ and Mariah as my co-host. With their score, I mean, I could have a minus 100, and we're still doing good.
As the collective triad that we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We bring the average up.
Steven says Mariah has a perfect score when she can be here.
There you go.
Listen, I know, Steven. I'm sorry. Don't call me. Don't put me on blast, okay?
He did, though.
Tell you what. This what you do. Next Thursday, I'm gonna send you my job's phone number. You call my job with a fake emergency for me and get me out of work, and I'll be here. How about that?
Ooh, Steven, I think she just called you out.
I'm just kidding. Just so y'all know, I'm not gonna call out work. Just in case anybody from my job is watching this.
I was gonna say this is now memorialized, so yeah. You better hope you don't get sick or something like that.
No, but they know I live stream on Thursdays and stuff. So yeah.
But if you have to,
they know I try
really
to get
call
out of it as early as I can. But if I'm not able to, then I'm just not able to.
That's right. Then we will soldier on without you as best we can.
Steven basically says, "I'll absolutely do that if I ever make phone calls."
True. Yeah. So
true, Steven.
Will they take an emergency text message instead?
Ooh.
They don't have the technology for that.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh. That's probably a good
telegram?
thing. Steven would use it.
Like an emergency telegram? Can we do that?
Smoke signals.
Yeah. Carrier pigeon.
Morse code.
Yeah, right.
You said you're old. I thought
Some of the people I work with they can't even read an analog clock. Okay.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Chris gave you an official judge's rating.
Hey, let's
there
go.
You go. I told you, off the scale. Off the scale.
So,
thank you. That's very.
How do I even get up to that point? Even what do I need to do?
Sounds like ditch the cottage cheese first. What else you got there, Mariah? You were gonna say something spicy. I can tell. Yep, I can tell. It's right there.
Can't do it.
It's right there. It's in.
Nope. The only thing spicy is the Popeyes chicken I just had.
You're telling me false information right here.
Maybe.
Yes. Welcome, George RB3. Just joined us. Okay. What else you got on your list? I got a couple more.
Contribute to scientific research if that's your thing. Well, it's not really my thing per se. I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's some digging up, y'all. Doing a lot of data researches.
Oh yeah.
Watching the species behavior.
Yep.
Oh well, yeah. For sure.
Writing it down. Everything that you observed, different plants, etc. Write it down. And if it changes, write that down, etc. And then share it out.
Well, and I think you can even do things related to that, right, Vibe? So, like if you've got a research, kind of a research intensive university in your area, there is oftentimes like a community arm that will, like I remember, so I grew up upstate New York. It was like an hour and 15 minutes away from Cornell. And they had the Cornell Cooperative Extension, and it was in our town or in a neighboring town, and they would often do community-based projects, and so you could participate on a number of different topics. And so look for those opportunities, because again, I think the backdrop to all of this that I think of, if I'm someone listening to this again now or in the future, I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't have accessibility to be a scientist. Maybe you don't, but you can find an organization like that and participate in a project, because they need people with all sorts of different skills and backgrounds and experiences that you can fill that role and help them do this important work. So, again, I think super important to just find those little pieces of the bigger puzzle that you can fill to make a difference.
And if you're being here tonight in the chat or on the panel, or you watch replay, you're participating in the effort.
Yeah.
How about that?
Steven wants to know what other weird foods you like, Vibes.
That could be a long live stream, Steven. You really want to stay for that? Just saying.
You should do a video about that on your other channel.
Could you imagine? That'd probably blow it up, probably. Probably viral.
Good.
But as far as that would be, wherever I would go, people would see me coming. Oh, that's him. That's that guy on YouTube that has ruined it for everybody.
No, they would say, "Oh my gosh, look at them.
He's actually real.
He's famous."
Huh, right.
You know
Even
how
more
you
than you
always
already
running
are.
around with your camera at Aquashella going, "Hey, how you doing?" Now
Yep.
people are going to be coming up to you with a camera like, "Oh my God, can I get a picture?"
Stop it. That'll get old fast.
Yeah. Yeah, Steven says, good point. It can be hard to find a path to scientific contribution when you don't exist in the academic space. Yeah, and Steven, I think it's also, I think it's whether it's intentional or not, I don't know, right? And I think it's probably both depending on the situation. But there's a perception of a barrier to entry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the thing, right? And so, there's certainly like no one's probably going to likely open up their lab so that I can go and do research.
Right.
I don't have a scientific background, right? I barely passed science in school, right? It took a lot of work for me it just wasn't a subject I did as well in.
Science
you
is
know, but there's ways that I can contribute to that if I want to, right?
Right.
And yeah, so I think that there's this idea of gatekeeping, and so I think it's just it's trying to put that aside and find those opportunities that exist for everybody, and believing in the fact that you can make a contribution, right? Because there's an element of this that is it has to be you believe in yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that your contribution matters, because it does. Because if we all said, oh, we're not scientists, we can't contribute, think of the things that wouldn't get done.
Right.
For sure.
If you
So-
have an aquarium in your home,
Mhm.
technically you are a scientist.
I mean, you certainly are doing things potentially like tests on your water, right? You are trying to balance out a glass box. What's that?
I got one.
Go for it.
If you have boiled water, you are a scientist because that is
You-
chemistry.
You have done chemistry.
Ooh. So that means everybody probably has done it once or twice.
Right. Right. So that's the thing, right? Is to put it in that kind of a perspective,
Mhm.
that you've got skills that can be used for these purposes,
Absolutely.
and just taking the opportunity to do it.
Mhm.
And recognizing that you may not know the impact you have today. It may not
Right.
become real for a year or 2 years or 10 years, but
Whatever in your life.
it may be 30, 40, 50 years down the road.
Mhm.
You were part of something that paved the way for something bigger. And if nobody dreamed big like that, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. So
For sure. Are any of
Just-
you familiar with Michael Faraday?
yes, tell me more, because I'm not able to speak on it, but yes, I know the name.
So essentially, well, he's responsible for a lot of things, but essentially, what the point I was getting at was back in the '60s, he had figured out that lead was poisoning the planet and absolutely poisoning everyone on the planet because of the leaded gasoline that was
Mhm.
so massively produced back then. And he had done all of the research. He had traveled to these places. He had taken all the samples. He had painstakingly collected everything and presented his evidence to the government and to these companies. And essentially, basically, they denied it. They denied everything. They had their own paid scientists to basically confirm their own wants within his findings. And for another 25 years, we were still using leaded gasoline. It was only until recently in the 80s that it was banned in the United States. That lead in general was banned across the board in the United States in any product whatsoever. And then after that, it was determined by the FDA that There is no such thing as a safe amount of lead in the human body.
Yeah. Well, and you raise an interesting point, right? And I think your point kind of dovetails into several of the points we've made tonight around being willing to say the unpopular.
Yes.
And I would also say that it kind of goes back to something that you said earlier, which is a giant aspect of it, which is believing in yourself and staying true to that.
Yep.
Because if that man never stuck to his purpose and to his findings and he backed down, we might not even all have made it to here today.
Yep.
Who knows?
Right. Right. Yeah. So I think it's super important to again, use your experience
For sure.
to guide you. Be willing to learn from others, but also be willing to step up when you have an experience that's different from the common knowledge, to be able to express your points in a positive way to try and drive the kind of change or help direct scientific or educational directions on things. Ready for another one?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Bring someone into the hobby.
Ooh.
We've
Especially when
all
they're little. That way they can't afford drugs later on in life.
we've all talked about how we've ended up, and it's been influenced by other people. So one way is to pass it down to others.
Return the favor.
Absolutely.
Yep. Return the favor of the people that brought you into the hobby. Take the bits of what they taught you that you find to be accurate and you've had experience with, and correct the ones that have changed, right? So the changes that we've seen in the hobby for the better, substitute those in where appropriate and pass that information along and help somebody get into the hobby and help, instill that. It still is that childhood magic that's deep within me that was instilled by my science teacher, right? It was instill that in someone else. Show them the unique behaviors and the different ways in which fish and plants and other aquatic creatures, they live their lives day to day in, one of our aquariums. And
Right.
yeah, I think that's one of the greatest gifts you can give someone related to the hobby, related to any hobby for that matter, right? Passing along a passion that you've got to somebody else and helping them understand the reasons why you love it and what interests you, I think is hugely important. And it's very impactful because you don't know when that stops, right? You don't know, does that chain continue on for generations?
I agree. Now, of course, if that return the favor, you can also do it online, and you open that book to a whole new world. Is there just one person? I mean, whoever sees it online might be inspired.
That's right. That's right. You never know when a simple interaction may inspire someone to do something differently. Or yeah, Sevilla Steve says bring someone back into the hobby. Yeah.
Now that's interesting. That's actually a really interesting point. How many have we influenced or encouraged to come back? I mean, I will agree. It's probably harder than to bring a newbie in.
Sure.
Because especially we're talking about the old generation, the ones that back in the 90s, 80s, 90s, etc. The way that they did back then versus how we did today,
Yep.
that will still be in the mind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to encourage them, explain what you're doing differently today versus back then, and why you're doing it. Is it etc. So, but do it in a positive way.
I'd say that in that aspect, it would also come down to the reason they got out of the hobby in the first place. Because I know there's quite a few people that I run into that they just couldn't make it work. They just couldn't figure out what they were doing wrong. And their fish kept dying or their tank kept crashing, whatever. And they just give up and they're like, I've had it. I'm done. This is too expensive. This is too stressful. And they just don't do it anymore. And it's because of that, like, fear aspect of like, oh, well, I don't want to mess it up again, or I don't want to spend all that money. And, you know, all those things kind of combine and just kind of deter them from coming back to it as well. So I think the reason they got out of the hobby is a big part of it too.
Sure.
There are a lot of people that I speak to that have reptiles now or other animals, and they've had fish tanks before, but same situation, they just couldn't figure it out.
Right.
And we're like, I'm just not going to do that anymore. And I've luckily a handful of them I've been able to convince to start another tank and try again with new information and more information.
Yep.
And no matter how much info I'm able to give someone in the small amount of time I'm able to interact with them in my job, I always, always, always encourage what we always encourage here, which is do your own research. Always.
Yep.
And I always specify to people, no, that does not just mean go on an AI or Chat GPT and say, how do I set up this fish tank? Please do not do that.
Right.
That's basically like going on WebMD to figure out something that's wrong with you. And all it's going to say, you're dying. You're going to die.
Oh, no.
Don't do that. Don't WebMD your fish tank, okay?
No, I think go to multiple sources. I think Chat GPT is becoming a better source as it continues to learn.
Yeah.
Don't take it at face value. Don't take any source at face value. Don't take us at face value.
Absolutely.
We get things wrong, right? We're lucky we've got a group of people here in chat that will correct us when we go off track, and it's never we're trying to. Right, we're not trying to deceive anybody. We legitimately believe the statements that we make, but sometimes they're just not completely accurate in some way based on our own interpretation of whatever we're talking about. So yeah, don't take anything at face value. Make sure that you go and kind of try and triangulate things and come to your own thought process on it. And I want to highlight, Stan said that his contribution is that he's got 5 tanks that he set up at the school he works at.
Nice.
That's awesome, Stan.
It's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I think that, I think that's, you never know the number of kids that are going to see that on a regular basis and the impact it can have on them. So I think that's great. Don't rely on Facebook groups for correct info. Yeah, I think that goes back to the healthy debate.
Yeah, it depends on the group.
It does, and oftentimes the individual within that group.
Right.
There are some that will be reliable, right?
Don't Yahoo answers it.
Don't Yahoo answers? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Now, I'm in some groups on Messenger, fish groups that are really good. I mean, most of us know each other, so it's like a group chat basically. So something like that, the information coming through, most of it, 99.99% of it's accurate, and 99.99% of it is positive. So if that 0.1% shows up that ain't positive, one of the admins will clean it up. that
Yeah.
is, you know, it's a
Yeah,
safe
so it's just
place.
finding good sources, right?
Yeah.
Of information.
Like, come here and watch TJ. That's a great source, y'all.
Aw, thanks, pal. I
I
appreciate
sold
that.
2 of those today.
The glow angels. But you know what? I think that is sweet as can be. RJ said that his granddaughter wanted a pink glow angel, so they're growing some out just because.
That's cool.
Yes, for those of you that do not know, the company Glowfish has now created a line of glow angelfish. The first
Yep.
one they released is the pink one. They should be releasing a green one soon.
But you know, his granddaughter likes it, and so that is just wonderful, right?
That's awesome, RJ.
Yep, that is really great, and she will remember that probably for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
They are pretty. They are very pretty, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
My only quarrel with them is when I think about the clientele, majority of the clientele that do have glow tank setups, they're typically no larger than 10 to 15 gallons at the most, which, as we know, is not an ideal tank size for an angelfish.
Yep.
No.
Because they do still get full size like regular angelfish do.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying, someone in the community that does content on a regular basis, one of us need to go out and set up a tank that where they should be in and show everyone how it should be.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you're right. Yep. Setting the proper example is one way that we can make an impact.
Right. And if we can, maybe with enough positivity, we can swing that idea, and it'd be a normal that people will have a big tank for that you know, right, the right size of aquarium for the right fish.
Yep.
The best way I try to talk people into getting a bigger tank, regardless of the type of fish they have, is I always tell them the bigger your tank, the less maintenance you have to worry about.
Ooh.
I'm going to healthy debate that and say I don't agree with the way in which you said it.
I can understand that, but I always do explain and elaborate to the customer what I mean by that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So then
like
that I'm happy with that, right?
I always kind of spark their interest of knowledge with a short and sweet, like, oh, it's really that's it. And then I explain, and they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've got much less likely swing of parameters, right? You've got much more water volume. It is more forgiving. I agree with you 100% that way.
Much more surface area, so there's a lot more bacteria as well.
In a bigger aquarium, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got much more buffer for a new person.
For sure.
Yep. I agree with that. I do. Welcome, Nick from Hardwater Propagation.
Hey, Nick, welcome in.
Yeah, Seville Steve made a really good point. I use that quite often as well. Whenever I make suggestions, I preface it with "in my experience." Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I saw Chris said that yesterday he and his wife celebrated 31 years of marriage. Congratulations!
Oh wow! Congratulations! That's beautiful.
Awesome. Happy anniversary! So, did you go out and buy another fish, Chris?
Maybe. You don't
bought
know.
Another ring.
There you go.
There you go. Is there a fish that resembles a ring?
A discus.
Ooh. Okay. Yep.
I mean, its name is literally Latin for disc, which is round.
Right.
True. I mean, it's not a traditional. It's not a traditional bony fish like what we talked about on our last stream vibes, right? When we talked about fish classifications, but jellyfish do technically have a little bit of a ring shape to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe jellies.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, the blue ringed octopus. There you go. It's right in the name.
Yeah.
Yep. Stan says he had a high school girl ask me why she was killing her fish, and he asked her when she did her last water change, and she said, "What's that?" Yep.
Yep, I've
So,
had that experience quite a few times as well.
Uh-huh.
yep.
So that's perfect timing to positively explain, what's happening when you do a water change, etc.
Yep. I think that's
And
amazing.
I know the longer I'm in the hobby, the more I struggle with remembering. Everyone's a beginner at one time. We
Mhm.
don't know everything.
Yeah, Karen. Woohoo!
I feel like I was a beginner twice, vibes.
Yeah.
I got back into the hobby, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Uh huh.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe sometime we need to hear the real good history about the whole thing.
Hmm.
The first time versus second time, etc. But
Yeah, very different experience, right?
yeah, I would actually love to hear that. But
Sure.
Gold Ring
Gold Ring
Daniel.
Daniel, yeah. That's another
Huh.
one.
Shout out to Karen. Chris says Karen is an enabler. She never says no to fish. Tell
Say
tell
that
her
a
to
little
tell
say
her to
that a
have.
little louder so Cam can hear that.
I was just about to say that. Tell him to say it a little louder so Cam. That's exactly what I was about to say. He took the
Hey,
words
Cam.
out of my mouth.
Karen's wonderful. Be like Karen.
You know what? I gotta say, my babe loves me truly because he did not bat an eye and didn't say a word when I brought this home yesterday and set the frogs up.
Yeah.
I was like, hey babe, I'm getting some aquatic frogs from my coworker through Tyler. Well, from my coworker, Tyler's gonna hold on to them and then I'm gonna get them. He goes, frogs? I was like, yeah, dwarf frogs. They're African dwarf frogs. He goes, in a fish tank? And I was like, yeah, they're fully aquatic frogs. He goes, what? I was like, yeah, they're fully aquatic frogs. They stay in the water. They live in the tank. It's fine. He was like, you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. They're gonna stay in the tank. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I have the lid on, it's fine.
Mhm.
He just kept going back. He just kept looking at me. He was looking perplexed.
Yeah. See.
He was like, frogs, right? I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, frogs. And then when he saw him, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, those are cute.
Yeah. So perfect timing to encourage him to get into the hobby as well.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm
I've
trying. I got time to try harder.
I've tried so hard.
And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried so hard. He don't like the water. He don't like the dirtiness. He's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not for him.
He knows he doesn't have to live with them in the aquarium, right?
Yeah.
I just had to ask, right? I just wanted to be clear.
And Chris says he keeps buying fish and sending them to Jody. Technically, they're not my fish.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. I can't argue that point.
I don't know. Paperwork says otherwise, man.
He just
Exactly.
bought them. He does not necessarily have custody of them.
Oh, yeah. There's a difference.
There is a
So
difference.
you just decided to go with a lump sum instead of a monthly payments, huh?
That's it.
I got you.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right.
Beginners are really set to fail. It's so difficult for a hobby to retain newcomers. True.
Yep.
Actually, Nick, that's actually a great topic. Sorry, I'm putting.
Yeah, you put that down. Good.
Yeah, I'm putting it in my chat. I'm a chat. My notepad.
And then Steven's got a question for I think all three of us, or at least all three of us can answer. If you could only point a beginner to one learning resource, where would you send them?
YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube.
I would send them to a local fish club. specifically because I feel like there's a lot of experience that go to those meetings, that take part in the Facebook groups that like our fish club does a Facebook group. And I feel like there's just so many years of experience there that, if you want to go there and you know nothing, go and talk to two people at the beginning of a fish club before the actual the meeting starts, and you're likely to be able to collect at least enough thoughts to get you going.
I agree. He said that YouTube as a whole would be a minefield and overwhelming. I definitely agree with that. But of course, I wouldn't just send them to YouTube and be like, yeah, just look it up on YouTube. I would direct them to specific channels or creators that are very reputable and actually do give good information, that also encourage doing your own research elsewhere. But I definitely agree that, yeah, as just telling someone to get on YouTube and look it up, I don't think that would lead to a successful setup initially.
Right. All right, Steven. I'll be very specific. I would encourage, go check out Steven P 2003 Aqua Dykes. He has an amazing channel, and his knowledge is way out there. So if any questions at all about plants, he got you.
Yep, I think that's a good choice. It's not amazing; it's amazing.
Exactly.
That's another level of amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if I was to go with the fish route,
yep.
I mean, I would. I was gonna say watch Alex. History. Yeah. Or better yet, come join us here on YouTube every Thursday night. Basically, find a place that you feel welcome.
You know where I might send them on YouTube?
Where?
I might send them over to Ben Ochart.
It depends on the
The reason I say that is if you look back at the library of videos that he's got there, he's covered so many topics.
True.
All of the different types of topics over the many years he's been on YouTube. Because to Steven's point, I want to send them to one place, but it's got to be a place where they're going to get kind of a sort of start from scratch. And I feel like he's got a lot of that stuff covered, because initially he was one aquarium. It was a community aquarium in his very early days, before he became known as a cichlid guy. Ooh, look at Stan's comment. Yep.
I like it, Stan.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great idea.
Yeah. That's an incredible idea.
That's a great idea.
Hey, Stan, you're the man.
The myth, the man, the legend.
The legend.
Yep.
Steven, I actually kind of agree with you on that. It honestly, there would be. You have a good point. That would be a choice for a beginner for plants, because Steven, you go into the nitty gritty, which for me, I enjoy that. But for a beginner, that'd be overwhelming for them.
Yep. And then Branton comes up with a good one. The co-op is always a solid choice. They do have lots of videos Corey's done over the years on, all of those different topics.
Speaking of Dr. Axelrod.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I've got loads of these things. Y'all are sitting on the Ennis book, Exotic Aquarium Fishes, 19th edition revised. Then I've got Vogt and Wormuth, The Complete Aquarium.
Yep.
I like it.
When was this one done? This one was published in 1963.
Hey, Jennifer, welcome in.
Yeah.
And reading through that, I didn't find a single piece of wrong or conflicting information that wouldn't work today.
You know what this makes me think about? We should think for a future episode of doing a beginner's guide.
Absolutely.
Do it with our own style of how we do our streams, but I feel like that would be an interesting discussion to sort of come together and talk about how would somebody who knows nothing get started.
Steven, that question you asked is way too good. I'm still thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Steven's right.
Steven made a good point.
He did.
What I miss?
His last comment.
He said, "I like the idea of a fish fan beginner guide, but I wonder if we as a community could come to a consensus on literally any step of the process."
Yeah.
Because we'd all be like, "Well, actually, you could do it this way, and then, well, you could also do this. And, well, you could do this too."
Yep.
And then somebody chimes in and is like, "Well, no, I would never do that because in my tanks, I just."
You're right.
Mm-hmm. True.
That would have to be like a pre-recorded stream, so that way the chat is not going crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god! Actually, that would be pretty cool if you guys would want to set something like that up. Within the next probably maybe 6 or 7 weeks, I can basically get all the stuff that I would need to set up a new tank, and then we can do a demonstration with the little 2.5 gallon that I've got back there that I'm not using right now.
Love it.
I like it.
Yep. We'll work on that.
All right. Well, if you guys have any specific ideas that you want to shoot my way as far as specific filtration, lighting, anything like that, send it on over and we'll collaborate on that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for you guys in the chat as well. If y'all have any really good ideas that would help me explain to a beginner how to set up a small tank like that, or any things that you would like to see be set up in the tank, shoot me a message on Instagram. If y'all don't have that information, can someone please post that in the chat?
Yep. Awesome. Love it.
Do you want me to say one more item on my list?
Yeah, have at it.
Okay. Create a captivating aquascape.
Say more.
Develop stunning and innovative aquascapes that inspire others and push the boundaries of artistic expression within the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That way you're encouraging others, not just in a hobby, but in the world as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to think of it when Ms. Aquascaping showed up in the chat, or even Grant and Shelby at Aquashella. Now, of course, actually, I'm gonna stop with that because there's too many names out there of great aquascapers.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But you don't have to be the perfect aquascaper to aquascape a tank.
No. Well, I'm going to say something inflammatory and say there is no such thing as a perfect aquascape.
I agree. Nature is not perfect.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Amen.
Nope.
It's chaotic and ugly and beautiful and crazy, insane and wonderful and random.
Mm-hmm.
And also predictable.
Yep.
Actually, an aquascape can be perfect if you're taking it off of nature and you do exactly the same thing. That's perfect.
I would go back to Todd's earlier term and healthy debate that by disagreeing in only the aspect of, I would say your aquascape is only perfect if you absolutely love everything about it. If it's yours and you put the work in on it and you designed it and created it and that was your vision and you got the vision that you were seeing before you created this, that is your own little slice of perfection.
Amen.
Now, objectively speaking, someone else might not see it as such, but it's what you see is what matters.
Yep.
And if that means rainbow gravel in a SpongeBob house, then so be it.
Right.
A lot
and
of
glow
us
angels. Right.
Right. A lot of us, prefer otherwise, but hey, if that's what's perfect for you, then go for it. As long as your fish are happy and healthy.
Yep. And if it keeps you engaged in the hobby,
right.
Amazing, right? Jenna said, as we all know, if you know Jenna even a little bit, banana plants are not welcome in her aquascapes.
But they're so natural, though, Jenna P.
And how am I going to make my smoothies?
Exactly. Welcome in, Jenna, by the way. Actually, funny thing, you bring this up now, banana plants. The other night, me and Mike, New Local Austin, we talked for like 4 or 5 hours on the phone. I had my earbud in, whatever, and he had his. I did my stuff on the house, and we're just chatting. Anyways, that came up that both of us want to try a banana tree in a tank.
Huh. Cool.
And see where that goes. It's an interesting concept. I know. Okay, banana trees are normally way too big for that. But if you start with a pup, the baby, you can do it for a little bit. Keep trimming it. I mean, who knows?
Yes, yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, that was about that idea when Jenna P put that in the chat.
She says, send all your banana plants to Todd to destroy in his blender for smoothies. I'm enabling her dislike for banana plants.
Yes.
I like them. I think they're cute.
I've never had one.
I got them at work. We've got them at work. They're
really
cute. I like them. They look like little fingers.
Oh.
Look like
okay, I could see that.
Okay, this is gonna sound really weird. Have you ever seen or heard of an animation? It's very popular. Well, it used to be very popular on YouTube, called Salad Fingers.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
No.
Anyways, it looks like salad fingers.
Okay.
Okay. I'll have to check it out at a later date.
And Jennifer
agrees with you.
I think they're cute too.
Yep. You want me to go for my last one here?
Yeah, go ahead.
This one's going to be near and dear to your heart, I think, Vibes.
Okay. Let it out.
Go collecting.
You hit it right on the head.
You never know what you may find.
A scorpion, fire ants, rattlesnake.
Could. Right? You could end up with nothing more than just ants in your pants, but
hey, one thing I have in your pants, another thing to have fire ants in your pants. That's a different story, y'all. It's no joke.
We need to hear that story because
no, you don't.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh.
Especially if you're in water, in waders, and you just caught a fish that you really wanted to find that you haven't found in a long time. Yeah. It's very not comfortable.
That's a good way to put it. Not comfortable. That's the kind way to say it. Jenna says
Yeah.
that she doesn't think you and I vibes are adequately prepared for just how weird Salad Fingers is.
Oh.
And now Mariah is smirking, which
Uh-huh.
it adds to what Jenna is just saying. Huh.
I'm gonna just say, if you guys decide to check it out, do not do so under the influence.
Oh.
There's also a story there that we should hear.
Yeah. Does it involve handcuffs?
No.
How about the DeKalb County Police Department?
DJ, if you don't say daggone DeKalb,
I love how that's the part of the story that bothers you the most. Pardon me.
I swear to God.
Does your issues with Salad Fingers, does it also include the DeKalb County Police Department? When you were 4.
No, and I was like 7, 8 maybe. Anyways.
Minus 3 or 4, but
anyways. But
locked up.
no, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with it. It's just Salad Fingers is very. Cameron introduced it to me, and it's just very off the wall, very niche, random chaos, and it's very entertaining, but it's a different type of entertaining.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just, I don't know. It's very different. But you guys might like it. You might not. Also, shout out to everybody in the chat that knows about Salad Fingers. You know what I'm talking about.
It does seem like there are some there, but yeah. Yeah, so we'll have to check that out at a later date there, Vibes. But yeah, so go collecting. Try not to get ants in your pants.
Right, please don't.
But you never know what you may go find and discover, right? You may discover a new waterway that's a source of certain fish, or you may find a new fish that you aren't familiar with, right? It's another way to be able to share some learnings with some people. And Sevilla Steve says he's currently working on a project to benefit using aquariums to benefit people with cognitive disabilities to reduce their stress and anxiety. Awesome. Yep.
That's awesome, Steve.
Yep, I think that's cool.
And on the topic about collecting,
yeah,
if you're allowed to collect in your area, go ahead and do it the right way, and then share with others in your area about those species.
And when you say the right way, you mean the legal way.
Yes.
Right, because there's multiple ways to collect that can be correct, like different types of nets and different types of traps and setups. But you want to make sure you're well within the laws of your local fishing and wildlife.
Because you can use your net from Petco to go collecting.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, it might be a little more difficult, but do that at night.
Hey, I mean, I do that all the time when I go to the little creek that I told you guys about that's behind my neighborhood. I just take my net and a little bucket back there, and I'll see what I can catch. And I mean, I don't bring it home and put it in the tank or anything, but I just catch it and I observe it and I look at it and I see the markings on it. I try to figure out what type of fish it is, and I just look at it for a little while and then I release it and see what else I can catch.
Yeah.
Even if you're just making observations while collecting, still make the effort to go do so. Even if you're not collecting, even if you're just standing on the side of the water and observing them and watching their behavior and how they move and how they react to sounds and vibrations.
Yeah.
That's still research. That's still observation.
Where are they hanging out, right? What part of the water? Are they in the deeper sections or in the margins where the plants are?
Right. Are they rock dwellers? Like, do they getting close to the surface?
Yep. Can you see them eating something?
And when you're there, it's a paper and pen, write it down.
Yep. Jennifer, Mrs. Hardwater asks if you put names up. I think she's talking about our names.
Oh, you mean? Hold on. We can do that.
There
Oh,
you go.
I gotta move this way. There we go.
All right. Uh, th- shout out to Bratton, 4 months members.
Yep.
Is Jeff Kane gonna do a cartwheel? I didn't
There,
know.
I did see something. Did you see something about that today online?
I did not.
I did
Did
see
you?
there was mention of cartwheels. I think,
Cartwheel.
yeah, I think from the Wisconsin Fish Fam barbecue that happened a few weeks back. There was
Ooh,
some folks doing some cartwheels, and I think there's a challenge that has been sent out to Jeff to do his own cartwheel.
cool.
Cartwheels are past my knees bedtimes.
Thanks, Bratton, for being a member for 4 months.
I
Appreciate it.
think you still got one in you, Mariah.
You know what? That cartwheels, yes, but
I don't know that you
backflip.
got two in you, but you got one
Backflip.
in you.
I ain't doing no backflip.
Jennifer
Honestly,
is
everything
kind
at
of
this point
daunting at first.
past
So
my
many
bedtime.
things.
Yeah, Chris is right. Yeah, it'll take you a while, so don't worry about if you get our names messed up. There's no harm done on
You
our
can call me
end.
anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Oh, I
was
knew you were gonna
just
say
gonna
that.
say that.
Brandon says his cartwheel was flawless, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
Hmm.
a challenge.
Yep.
Ooh,
Ooh, Jeff says no.
not.
No. So Jeff's gonna show him what a proper cartwheel is, I believe.
Oh,
You know what, Sam? I'm gonna need you to go on somewhere.
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
Stress causes
Oh.
memory loss more than that.
Yep.
Hey, Shirley, member for 2
2 month
months.
member. Super cool.
Woohoo!
Oh, I'm a dinosaur. Vibes can verify. He's heard me. Uh-oh. I have no part of that. I'm innocent.
Arr.
I'm just a bystander.
Oh, arr.
I don't know about that. What else you guys got? It is 10:20. We got our buddy Ed, Chattanooga Ed, is coming
Yeah.
up in 10 minutes.
Okay. I got a lot more, but we're not going to get to it. Go on. If you have really the ability to go online, find fellow enthusiasts and join them. Be a part of their lives if possible. Instagram is a great way. That's why I'm finding fellow enthusiasts in the hobby, not just here in America, but around the world.
That's how you and I met, Vibes, is through Instagram.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, my apologies, but yeah, you are stuck with him now forever.
More like you're stuck with me.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Even though I disappear for a while, I still come back.
She always comes
weird to me.
back.
I'm like kudzu.
Mm,
I'm always coming
Okay.
back.
it's all right.
And since we're out of time, the next one, quick. Inspiring your next generation. When a little child has a question,
Hmm.
take time and try to explain to them. Answer their question, no matter what it is. Because they look up to you. They think since you're older, you definitely know the answer. So they'll ask you. Be willing to answer it to your best ability, and make it that way they can understand.
Oh no, I dropped y'all again.
You did.
She,
Yeah, I think
she keeps
that-
dropping us, y'all.
she was stunned by your last point, right? Because that was very
Yeah.
profound.
I don't know about that.
I also want to say that so somebody asked where Branton keeps his video, and he said he keeps them in his shorts.
Okay.
I'm
we
not
ain't
sure if I
going
read
there.
that correctly.
Out of context, that would be really bad.
I do believe that's exactly
Yeah.
what happened, but it literally says it's in my shorts.
And
It
let's
is
keep it
short.
that way. Hey, Benjamin. Welcome in.
Steven says, take time to sit a kid down, look him in the eye, and tell him because I said so.
No, Steven, no. Hey, back back when I was a kid, that was kind of the way it was, though. When a kid was something wrong, etc., you sit him down, look him in the eye, and tell him this is how it is because I said so. That's it.
Yep.
Oh,
But
yeah, shoot! I remember the days of having to pick my own switch,
Yeah,
ooh, goodness.
that too.
and I better not come back with a bad switch.
Because otherwise, they'll go find one that will work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back when children would make, I don't know if it was the right way to do it, but we turned out all right.
It was an approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was common. It was common at that time.
One joke was, "I made you. If I don't like you, I can make another one of
I
you."
brought you into this world, and I could take you out.
Oh yeah, the one Mariah came up with was one.
Anyways, now there's a lot more we can talk about, but
Yeah.
next time we won't go into that.
Yep.
So we'll quick recap quick on it, TJ.
Yeah. So, I think the topic we did tonight was we went exactly where I was hoping, right? I think we all came up with very interesting ideas that we've all got on how we can leave an impact, right? Leave a legacy on the hobby, and we don't have to be super famous names anywhere. We've talked about things that we can do that impact one other person, and that still is leaving an impact. Um, and I really appreciate the contributions of people in the chat talking about some of the things that they're doing, because that's the other thing that I find so uplifting is we oftentimes don't take the time to talk about the good work that's being done out just in general in the population. And it brought several things forward tonight that I would not have known about had we not talked about the topic. Right. So I appreciate everybody that shared, because I think, it even further energizes me towards the topic and gives me other ideas of things that I can do. Because I think it's really important that we take these opportunities to try and help educate and get involved in important causes and all of the things that we've talked about tonight. And so I appreciate all of you participating in the chat. And Mariah, we're super happy to have you back. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your contribution. And Vibes, buddy, I always enjoy these every weeks, and we're coming up to 2 years, right? I think that we've been doing this.
Yep.
And I love every single one of them. Here we are on episode 89.
Wow.
We're racking them up week by week. And so, yeah, I thank you for getting me involved in this almost 2 years ago.
My pleasure.
For sure. And
how about you, Mariah?
To answer Chris's question real quick, I don't know if it's earlier, but the one directly behind me has got 3 African dwarf frogs in it. But up there, not have anything in it anymore, except for a couple of snails that I was not able to actually get my hands on. But yeah.
Yep. Super cool new addition.
And same thing as always, you guys that know me already know what I'm about to say. Thank y'all. I love you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. I'm so glad to be back. I missed y'all so much. And I'm sorry it's been such a long time, but like I said, I've just been dealing with a lot of things in my personal life, unfortunately, between work and other things that have kind of kept me from being here. So Thank y'all for being patient with me. I always love to come and hang out with you guys and talk. Vibes. Relax with the cottage cheese. You're gonna keep getting fined for it. All right. And of course, y'all, as always, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat other people how you want to be treated, and may God treat you how you treat animals and elders. I love you guys.
Thank you so much, TJ and Mariah. Hey, those in the chat, you don't realize how much these two co-hosts put up with this Vibes guy every single week. I mean, it's amazing. Anyone else would have flipped out years ago. So this over here, I guess I'm screwed again. Anyways, welcome in, Renee. Thanks for everyone joining us in the chat tonight. Hopefully, the replay crew, hopefully you figure stuff out. If you get questions, comment below the video or come back when we're live and ask us then. And we do gotta shout out some stuff quick. Steven P for gifting 5 memberships.
Yep.
Bratton for being a member for 4 months. And for Shirley, member for 2 months. I appreciate it. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to all the replay. And later, have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
And go ahead and do the legacy the proper way.